Hi, I'm Q Wimberly, owner of the Missing Brick and Q Alexander Browse, and you are watching Leap TV. For pizza, we do a lot of pizza on the patio. We also have catering as well. And we also travel. So a lot of times you'll see us on people's patios or we at other conventions serving our pizza. Being really new to the community, we try to do as many pop-ups as possible because people are still getting to know us as a brand. Another thing that we do here is we allow people to throw and host parties here as well. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, so we do parties all through the week though. One thing that the Missing Brick is known for is our urban dishes. And one thing I wanted to do was bring things that were really familiar to the urban community and put them on top of pizza. So by doing so, I collaborated with local brick and mortars throughout the city. The first one being the Trap Seafood off of 34th and Keystone, which we introduced the Trap Pizza. The Trap Pizza is the star of our show. She has gotten us in every magazine and won plenty of awards as well. She has 8 jumbo shrimp, lump crab, mozzarella, sprinkled with Food Love Togs, Young Base seasoning, and we also use the Trap Seafood OG butter garlic sauce as well. So it's basically a seafood boil on a pizza. The Missing Brick. The Missing Brick is everything pieces been missing, and brick by brick, meaning that we are just collaborating with other local brick and mortars that are already successful and trying to develop the art of collaboration over competition here in Indianapolis. So the Missing Brick is basically everything pieces been missing based around community. Well, with pizza being a predominantly male white industry, it was kind of tough trying to figure out your mentors and where to go with that degree. The good thing is there are a lot of expos and conventions in just about every area of expertise. So if you're looking to start something new, I start with those first. Most of the time you'll pay one fee and you'll get access to over 20 to 25 shows over a 3 to 4 day course. So that's what I did, starting off going to the Pizza Expo, going to the Pizza Convention in Vegas, and learning how to do dough, learning about the ovens, sitting through trial and errors, tasting pizza, kind of figuring out where I want to go with my pizza, knowing which category I was going to land in to be competitive at. So start with your basic research, and then there you'll find your mentors. Freedom. Before becoming a full-time entrepreneur, I worked in pharmaceuticals for 17 years. And when you do that retail, it takes away a lot of your family time, your play time. You're just constantly working, doing full-time, 40 hours a week, plus overtime and the weekend. So for me, creating and wanting to become an entrepreneur 365 just was really built around me wanting to have freedom to do and come as I please. But as we all know, entrepreneurs who do work 365, we put just as much hours in as you do working for a full-time job. However, it's more beneficial when you're doing it all for yourself. We get a lot of questions as to why we open up at 5 p.m. at the Missing Brick. And that's one reason is because me and my sons, we work day jobs. So I run my spa during the day, 10 to 3. I take a 2-hour break, and then we open up here 5 to 10. Again, the Missing Brick is so new, so we don't run a full-time schedule. We are still growing into our schedule. We just expanded our Saturday. So for us, it's just like everybody else do. You got to work 2 jobs. So the spa actually supports the Missing Brick right now. Just as when I was trying to get the spa started, I worked at the CVS for 17 years, and that supported that until I was able to take off full time and just do it all at once. So for me, the balance is not really overworking myself, but working 5 hours here, 5 hours here, which is a total of about 10, which I would say is an average job for most people working 5 days a week, which is 10 hours, just 50 hours. I really don't try to push myself as much more than that unless it calls forward or I'm short staffed, and that's where I'm at. I'm where I need to be. So, of course, I've been working for Q Alexander Brows, which is my spa studio over on 82nd and Bash, for 10 years, and just like anything, you just want to do something else. So I kept thinking, what can I do, but also at the same time wanting to bring in my 2 grown sons to join me on this entrepreneurship journey. So one thing we always did growing up was eat pizza. My youngest son loves pizza, so I thought, let's do pizza. Plus, looking around the city, I knew that this was something that Indianapolis really, really needed. So I just wanted to bring not only a dope feel to our city, but also include my 2 grown children as well in our entrepreneurial endeavor with the Missing Brick. So I spun it off of a brand that was already well known, which is one thing I like to encourage entrepreneurs to really work on building your personal brand, because once you build your personal brand, it kind of helps you build your other business brands as well. I think my biggest challenge in this business has been community. I think people just really, really absorbing and understanding afresh something new, and I think it's all because a lot of people don't know me all too well. So that's one of my big things I've been really trying to do, is get out and be more community driven outside of just being at the Missing Brick. Because I think when people get to know you better and you serve in a community, you get more of a following and you get more of a crossover. So I think that being the first thing, and I think just about what every employment's going through, and that's just employment, just finding good solid help to stay with you all the time. And I think that's just about hitting everybody in every place of employment at the time. So I can't even really be too critical, because I am staffed, but we are lightly staffed. I think the most proud of is the legacy that I'm leaving for my sons, and eventually being able to spin off and allow that to just be them to work at. My whole purpose, like I said, was for freedom. So if I can create that for myself and also for my 2 sons and whatever they bring along, that is my whole goal. And so far, as the Missing Brick goes, we're starting to create our path in that direction of building a legacy and building a strong foundation so that we can continue to expand our business and throughout not only just Indiana, but the Midwest. Ooh, vacations. You gotta know when to slow down. You gotta know when to stop. Delegation is my biggest thing. So one thing I have learned to do as an owner and operator is learn how to train people on the same level as me, to do the same level of work as I do, so I can take that time off, I can take that breather, I can get away, I can get a different scenery, come back, refresh, and jump back in, hands in. A lot of times we feel like we need to work to keep things, sustainable. And at the beginning, I have to say I did do that to get it all started, but now when the body say break, I have to break or it will break. One of the main things I say when it comes to Q Alexander Brows and a lot of younger women wanting to break into the esthetician beauty world, it's a slow grind. People, they always say you look up one day and like it happened overnight, but it didn't happen overnight. It took me 12 years to get here. And I mentioned before, I worked 2 jobs at the same time to get here, doing brows and going to another job during the day. When I say the main thing about doing that is stay consistent and show up for that one client like you would show up for your whole books being full. Because you have to be in the business of giving people exactly what they want for their money. And that's how you're going to get your return clients. So just stay consistent. I don't care if it's 1 or 20. And then when it comes to breaking into the hospitality industry, I would say just do your research and bring a different flair. Get mentors that are stronger than you. I rely on my mentors, especially in this field, because I had no idea what I'm doing. I've never ran a restaurant. I've never worked as a waitress. I never worked in a restaurant. I just know what good service means, and I know what good food is, but you still got to have somebody there to connect those dots for you. So mentorship. And when you look for a mentor, you look for someone who has already been successful in the place where you want to go. You can find us on Instagram, both handles, the Missing Brick Indie, TikTok, the Missing Brick 317. You also have Facebook, the Missing Brick. You also have Q Alexander Browse on both Facebook and Instagram. You can also check out my websites, which is the Missing Brick Indie and QAlexander.com.